Two proud clubs from England's northwest, and some say this is the most heated rivalry in the country. Manchester United hosting Liverpool, always special. It is a meeting of two northwest rivals, and one of the biggest games in English football without any shadow of a doubt. Manchester United against Liverpool coming up here at Old Trafford. I'm Derek Ray. Joining me for commentary is Stuart Robson. And Stuart, we're both thoroughly looking forward to this one.
Absolutely, and this is one of the great rivalries, Derek, and I think it's fair to say there's not a lot of love between these two clubs. Let's hope we get an entertaining game here.
And here's the lineup for Manchester United. Nusair Mazraoui plays with Diogo Dalot in the fullback positions. And the idea is to have just the one striker up there trying to pose problems for the opposition. So the starting lineup for Liverpool. Virgil van Dijk plays alongside Ibrahima Konate in central defence. And the striker today is Alexander Isak. A match that should be chock full of talking points. Liverpool get it going. Maguire. Mateus Cunha. Diogo Dalot. And here's Cunha. Benjamin Šeško. Pass chiselled nicely. Curtis Jones. Virgil van Dijk. Now with Wirtz. Really good interception. Mateus Cunha. Now Casemiro. Perfectly positioned to take it away. Isak. United doing well to regain possession. Jones. Oh, I thought they were onto something there.
Well, that was how to defend the edge of the box.
Mbeumo. Wirtz. And Liverpool might be able to cash in, but it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Šeško. Now Casemiro. Well, can they open up the defence here? And just like that, they don't have the ball anymore. Well, one thing about Bruno Fernandes, he does have that X factor. He can decide a game on his own. What might we see from him in this match?
Well, he will try and get on the ball as much as possible. He loves to affect the game with his combination play, and I'm sure we're going to see a lot of that again today.
Casemiro. Benjamin Šeško. Now Casemiro. Diogo Dalot. Mateus Cunha. Maguire. Šeško. And here's Cunha. Promising possession, this. Delightful passing.
Yeah, they're so hard to play against.
And Liverpool regaining possession here. Oh, what an opportunity. And a fine stop to turn the ball away. Gakpo. Can they make this count? Can he put them in front? And there it is! The opening goal in the derby for Liverpool. A real jolt to the home fans.
Well, we won't get tired of watching this because the interplay around the box is wonderful and he makes the finish look so easy. What a good goal that is.
Goal for Liverpool.
1-0 then.
Number 30, Jeremy Frimpong.
Mateus Cunha. Harry Maguire now. Casemiro. Mbeumo. Mazraoui here. Fernandes. Mbeumo. And a chance to whip it in here. He'll be breathing a sigh of relief. Ball one. Isak. Now with Wirtz. Here's Isak. And it's with Isak. A terrific defending to stop them progressing. Well, a decent position for Liverpool to be in. Well, giving the ball away. Diogo Dalot. Mateus Cunha. Jeremy Frimpong. Here's Isak. Virgil van Dijk. Liverpool in a position of menace. Options in the centre. Just had to keep his concentration to the maximum, and he did. Mazraoui. Now Casemiro. Mbeumo. Noussair Mazraoui. Well, it's one pass after another.
Certainly look composed on the ball, don't they?
Well, they had a decent reading of that ball in. Casemiro. And here's Cunha. Great weight on the pass. Crossing possibilities. Well, nothing comes of the attack when all is said and done. Fernandes. But into the keeper's gloves. Gakpo. Florian Wirtz. Here's Robertson. Virgil van Dijk. Wirtz. Here's Isaac. Szoboszlai. Jeremy Frimpong. Just cutting off the supply. Well, nearing the break here, and Liverpool hold the edge. How about your assessment of what you've seen from them in this first 45?
Yes, they're defended really well all over the pitch. Their work rate and discipline has been excellent. But any drop in tempo and this lead could easily slip away.
Šeško. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Gakpo. Now with McAllister. Virgil van Dijk. On to Wirtz. What a magnificent pass. Andrew Robertson has lost the ball. Maguire. Mazraoui. Fernandes. Mazraoui here. Maguire. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, moving it nicely. United trailing. Maybe the corner will help their cause.
Well, just listen to the crowd. They know this is a big chance to equalise.
And there's the delivery. Promising passage, but came to nothing. It's not a bad ball. And a goal! Using his head in more ways than one to help the cause.
Substitution for Liverpool.
And that will do it for the first half here at the Theatre of Dreams. I think most fans would be pretty happy with this man's display so far.
Well, it was a vital goal and at a crucial time, you have to say. Certainly changes the complexion of the game now, but it's whether they can take the momentum into the second half, as they've struggled at times today.
Second half here at Old Trafford has commenced. Maguire. Mazraoui here. And here's Cunha. Nice looking pass. It's going to be United's free kick. Will it happen for them? Cunha. Free kick awarded to Liverpool. Well, a splendid individual performance, but the manager elects to make a change. Andrew Robertson. Florian Wirtz. Gakpo. It's a good Liverpool move in the making. Having to shoot. And the goalkeeper has outdone himself with that save. Trying to deliver it accurately. Well, something pre-planned there, and it wasn't a bad header.
It certainly wasn't, but having got there, he might be a bit disappointed with that.
Noussair Mazraoui. Ugarte. Fernandes. And here's Cunha. Given away by Manchester United. Encouraging move from Liverpool. Well, just a bit too much on the pass. Well, keeper getting both gloves on the ball. Casemiro. Mazraoui with it. Noussair Mazraoui. Harry Maguire now. Diogo Dalot. Bruno Fernandes. Diogo Dalot on the ball. Maguire. Diogo Dalot. Ugarte. And into the last 30 minutes now. More than decent this from United. Mateus Cunha. Now Casemiro. Well, he read it well defensively. Alexis McAllister. Szoboszlai. Frimpong. Wirtz. Gakpo. Well, nicely cut out. Now what can they do with the ball?
Good anticipation there, it really was.
Casemiro. Maguire. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Well, sloppy from both sides, you have to say. Well, nothing to split the two sides, but this move looks promising. Well, I think a classic commentator's curse just then. Couldn't make the ideal pass. Gakpo. Now with Wirtz. Now what can Liverpool do with this advantageous situation? A fine reading of the situation. And a free kick given. And the yellow card is produced.
Yeah, had no choice there.
And the substitution will occur now. Decent idea. Well read to put an end to that attack. Diogo Dalot. Maguire. And here's Cunha. Diogo Dalot on the ball. Mateus Cunha. Very quick thinking there. Andrew Robertson. Van Dijk with it. Liverpool struggling to keep hold of the ball. Mazraoui. Now Casemiro. Noussair Mazraoui. Mbeumo. Casemiro. And here's Cunha. Wasteful from United. Just 15 minutes remaining. Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk with it. Szoboszlai. Here's Isak. McAllister. Maybe dangerous here. Casemiro failed to hang on to it. Noussair Mazraoui. Ball retention so important. Mbeumo. Can they fashion a chance? Well, it was a good-looking sequence, but it comes to an end. Wirtz. Andrew Robertson. Van Dijk with it. Here's Robertson. Here's Isak. Level it is. Closing moments here. Can Liverpool find a winner? Intercepting it intelligently. Now the quick counter-attack could be on. Ugarte.
Well, the atmosphere is so tense inside this stadium, but can they find that moment of magic to win this game? The crowd certainly think so. Just listen to them.
Possession lost by Liverpool. Casemiro. Mbeumo. Bruno Fernandes. Good distribution. And possibilities inside the box. Will it go in? Terrific piece of anticipation. Well, had no intention of losing out. Oh, it comes to nothing in the end. Really should have made more of that. Well, both teams have had substitutes warming up, and now both will rely on their respective benches. Now with Kerkez. On to McAllister. Szoboszlai. Joe Gomez. And here come Liverpool. A goal at this late stage might settle things. The referee spotted the little nick on the way through, so a throw-in coming up. Determined defending. And maybe a chance now for Liverpool from this corner. And there's the delivery. Oh, last gasp defending. Plenty of support here. Safe pair of hands, did his job. Mount. And here's Cunha. And he did well to cut it out. Milos Kerkez. And cutting it out. Isak. Liverpool trying to click into an attacking gear with the game level in the closing moments. And making sure there was no danger in the end. And that is going to be all for this game. Well, we were treated to goals, but no winners in the end. Stuart, what did you make of it?
Well, Derek, it was certainly entertaining. Both sides had periods of the game where they were dominant, but overall, I think a draw is just about the right result.